So I came out of my office one day, and I'm out in the locker room, and another one of those. She's a wreck. Her hair is a wreck. You can tell when certain kids are having a really bad day and they didn't sleep well, because with her, it's because she's got a rat nest on the back of her head, and she's kind of just smoothed the hair over the top to maybe kind of hide it a little, but you can still see it. She's falling apart. She can't be in class because her eyes are all swollen, she's crying. And so I talk her through it, and I sort of get her calmed down, and it turns out that something about homework is freaking her out. She could hardly speak, so we didn't get too far with the conversation. So I call up her parents, and I happen to know her parents pretty well, and I said, I'm really worried about your daughter. She was more anxiety-ridden than usual today, and she happens to be quite an anxiety-ridden child. And I said, it seems to have something to do with homework. She said something was really freaking her out about homework. And he said, I know! Every single night we sit at the dining room table, her mother on one side of her and me on the other side of her, and we talk her through every single problem. And every single night she gets frustrated and storms away from the table, and the whole thing ends in tears. I don't know what to do. I said, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a little experiment. You're going to let your 14-year-old daughter do her homework by herself. Now, don't freak out. You're still going to be in the house. They have an open floor plan kind of in the first floor. I happen to know this. So she's at the table, and here's what you need to do. You need to find something else to do. I know. It's scary. It could be chopping vegetables. You could have a conversation with your wife. Just something else. She needs to see you doing something over here, but you can still see her. Good. Still see her. And she's going to do this. But this is a like toddler, use your words kind of moment. So when she does that, you don't say anything. And eventually she'll say, could you come help me? I'm stuck. And you don't go there. Here's what you do. Why don't you give it one more shot, and then we'll come in and help you if you really can't get it. And over time, she did that. She learned how to do that. She learned how to redirect. She learned how to work through her frustration, so that when she said, no, I'm really stuck, could you come and help me? He knew she meant it. And often she didn't need him. Often she just got frustrated, and that was her first response, was to call them in, because she had no other way to cope with feeling frustrated. And the two of them together would light the fire, and it would just get worse and worse and worse and worse. Now, I ran into this student just a couple weeks ago, and she's going off to college, and it was her first choice college. She's so excited. She's going to the same college that her sister went to. And I said, are you excited? And she said, yes, I'm so excited. But I'm really worried about my parents. I said, why? And she said, because I don't know what they're going to do. They come straight home from work and like help me with stuff. I don't know. They don't have any hobbies. I don't know what they're going to do. So now we've got this wonderful, wonderful young woman who's more nervous about what her parents will do without her than about this grand adventure that lies in front of her.